What's good, y'all? This video will most likely be called something in terms of thinking about lolicon or thoughts on lolly. I thought I'd make a video to this because I'm sick of seeing people on Twitter or not really on Twitter because every freaking year it's like this, by the way. There's just some new controversy about some little anime girl and people are crashing and calling people pedos. And I thought I'd just give my 2 cents on this because I'm tired of this. So I guess basically like TLDR, Lolly is just lolicon is basically hey, let's get the definition. Term refers to the phrase Lolita complex, refers a genre of manga, anime, or artwork that depicts young or young-looking characters in a sexualized manner. So basically, it's just a prepubescent little anime girl in a sexualized context. And basically, all that matters is does this increase the chances of that happening in real life? Yes or no? If it does, then it's bad, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't matter. And well, even beside all this, all attraction is immoral anyway. Whatever you're attracted to has no morality basis. You can be attracted to whatever. You just don't act on that attraction. Like you could be attracted to guys. You don't have to have sex with guys. You could be attracted to kids. You don't have to have sex with kids. There's nothing wrong with those things in and of themselves, but just don't act on them. Well, actually, nothing about the gay part, because if it's two consenting adult men, then whatever. But it's like, oh, we can get diseases from that. We can get diseases from heterosexual sex. So, but anyway, I'm kind of like drifting off the topic. Anyway, I don't know what the data says. That the data, apparently, it says if you consume lolicon content, you're like a little bit more likely to do that. And this was on a Substack by Joseph Bronsky and Ayla as well, talking about like how child porn is good actually because it stops people from engaging in that behavior in real life, which would make sense because like you have to cope, right? Like let's put away all the like put let's think logically and rationally about this. Let's put away all the studies because there are studies supporting this and there are studies against it. Let's just live in reality. What type of person consumes lolicon? You are a male, you are ugly. Girls do not like you because you are ugly. You have to cope and you're introverted and like you're high openness too. And you cope with your lack of girls liking you by touching yourself to pictures of animated cartoon Japanese woman because well, yeah, you do that and you cope and you're doing that because girls don't like you. And then like, would you really go out and do that in real life? Like, imagine if the porn wasn't there and you're just seeing all these hot women and you gotta like, imagine there was no sexual content. And the only time you see hot girls are when you go out in public. Like, maybe one day you're really horny and you like do something or rape one, or like you do something. You touch one, you grope one. But yeah, like, just think about it. It doesn't really make. I mean, yeah, you would do that, but the type of guy that looks at that material isn't gonna go out and do it. It doesn't seem. You're basically just a male loser, kind of. And which I'm not saying that, oh, it's bad to be a loser. I mean, society, there's so many problems wrong with this society. You live in an unnatural society. Human beings were supposed to live in a tribe full of 20 to like 50 people. And then you were just supposed to be surrounded by family and relatives 24/7 in like a communal sort of communistic society. I'm not saying that. I'm not a communist, by the way. I'm just saying, like, in a hunter-gatherer tribe of 25 to 50 people, if you read the literature, it basically says that it's very like you get something from the hunt and it's very communal and everyone shares the resources and it's like looked down upon. Having too much and not sharing is looked down upon. So it is kind of like communistic and redistributed. If I can pronounce the word redistributist in a way. But anyway, that's really what it all comes down to, and I guess I would just be in support of lolly and any types of pornography because it's gonna happen anyway, and it's gonna prevent it's gonna prevent kids from using it. It's gonna prevent real kids from being harmed because the people that go out and do that, their personality wasn't the one that go out and harm kids anyway, so they're just gonna cope. They're just introverted. They want to be alone. They're high openness. They like the art, and they're like kind of emotionally attached to them characters. And when you're emotionally attached to a character you're attracted to, you develop a sexual attraction. And they spend so much time alone. They don't talk to real girls in real life. And also, they're kind of more attracted to young women as well, because anime girls, they just look young. They just look like 15-year-old girls. So, and also, there's a thing that like people don't have like like there's like a thing like you're trying to change Japanese culture. Like, well, Westerners see it's problematic is normalizing Japanese media and traditions, and fans enjoy the art style. And also, it's fiction, and it doesn't equivalent to like real world humans as well. And also, it's a part of free speech as well. So, I'm for it, dude. I really don't care. I think the best thing you could do in life is just try to maximize as much freedom as possible. And in most fronts, there are some things in which freedom should not be maximized, but that's kind of a cope idea because I'm trying to prevent the natural state of things from taking effect. But yeah, I'm pro lolicon. I don't really care. You want to jerk off to a picture of a 9-year-old anime girl? Hey, as long as you're not harming a real girl, who cares? So I don't really see a problem with that. You call it, oh, it's weird. Well, it's just and also, by the way, I'm not a lolicon. I'm not attracted to like 8-year-olds or 7-year-old anime girls. I just see people talking about this. And people are like very emotional. See, that's the thing with normies. When you talk about like pedophilia or anything like that top, their brain just shuts down. They're just like bad, 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 bad. And it's like, yeah, it's well, CSM is bad, not pedophilia isn't bad. Being attracted to kids is neutral. All attraction is neutral. It is what you do with that attraction, which causes a value judgment to be made. And if you cause suffering to someone, if you have sex and rape a kid, that's bad because that kid didn't consent. Well, the consent argument doesn't even matter. It's just not his time to go through that, or her time to go through that, and that's gonna cause psychological damage or trauma to them in most cases if they're not ready for like 5 or something. So anyway, that's all. That concludes my thoughts on this topic. I thought I'd just talk about this. 'Cause I'm sick of these people crashing on Twitter. It's like, no, this argument is pretty simple. TLDR, too long, didn't read. If you got one thing from this video, it's the following. Lolicon is bad. Lolicon, my opinion is Lolicon and like jerking off to this stuff doesn't do anything. It's not going to increase the chance of it happening in real life. And that's the only reason why it would be bad. The only reason why it would be bad is because if it increases the chances of CSM happening in real life. If it doesn't, then it's just completely neutral and who cares? So that's all. If you disagree with me or agree with me, type it in the comments below. But no, it's not really nothing else to be said. Like, as long as you're not harming anyone, who cares? Like, I don't see any problem with that. Like, do whatever you want. Jerk off to dogs. Jerk off to roaches. Are you harming anyone? No. Well, and they say, oh, you're harming yourself. Well, if you don't reproduce because you got psyoped into being attracted to roaches, then you deviated and your genes do not get passed on, and that is that. Your bloodline ends. So, anyway, I'm kind of going on a tangent. That concludes the end of this video. Thank you for watching. And if you have something else to say, put it in the comments. But goodbye. Thank you.